Good afternoon, New Heart Church family. Pastor Matt with you on this Thursday. And a reminder that Sunday is Fallback Sunday. That's the day where somewhere in the middle of the night, if you want to get up at 2 a.m., you can set your clocks back an hour. Usually most of us do it before we go to bed Saturday night, but I do know some folks that, like Pastor Todd, who have to get up and go out and do it in the middle of the night like that. But we change our clocks back to the standard time. That's why they call it fallback. I know some folks look forward to spring forward day more than fallback because they like the longer daylight, the warmer weather, and that's okay. But for a lot of people who have to get up pretty early every day for school or work or whatever, that fallback is a glorious day because it's that extra hour of sleep that that they think they desperately want. For many, they rank Fallback Sunday with the likes of Christmas and their birthday. We sometimes need that extra hour to relax a little bit, not be so stressed and so forth. And we don't want to be late for any appointments. We don't want to be late for church on Sunday. But falling back, you won't be late. You'd be early. That's the way that normally works. But you know what? Most of us will not really take advantage of that 1 hour. We'll end up staying up a little bit later to watch something and then get up to at our regular kind of time. And falling back is of no benefit to us if we're going to squander that hour. We should cherish it. We should receive it as a blessing and a gift. And instead of applying that extra hour for good purposes, we might find that we waste it. Falling back can be a big blessing if we apply it correctly in our lives. But we also need to think about falling back spiritually speaking. The danger is always, of course, trying to recreate the good old days. Scripture reminds us that we are to remember the works of the Lord and his goodness, but it also cautions us about planning too far in the future. It suggests that we forget the former things so that we can focus on the present. So is there anything that we can be encouraged by to fall back on spiritually, scripturally speaking? I think so. We recognize that we live in a very fast-paced world. There's always something going on, and we need to find time to do that rest. An extra hour of sleep may be nice for our physical bodies, but what we really need is the type of rest that Jesus offers to us. I preached from this passage a few weeks ago, but Matthew 11:28-30 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." I hope you get that message that Jesus is giving to us. He is calling to us and offering to us rest. He wants us to fall back on him. Do you remember the old commercial back in the 1980s for a product, Nestea, iced tea? All these people would stand at the side of a pool and they would just kind of fall back into the water. It was called the Nestea Plunge. I remember seeing a lot of people, anybody that was in or near a swimming pool or a lake would try to imitate that plunge. I think it probably sold a lot of Nestea. I think what Jesus is saying that he wants us to fall back like that on him. He offers us rest and refreshment, and he desires that we sold out to him. So I think he wants us to fall back and to do some things maybe that we have neglected in our relationship with him. Maybe we need to fall back more into reading his word. Maybe we need to fall back more into time in prayer. Maybe we need to fall back more into opportunities to share his love and care for, with, and to others. Maybe we need to fall back into seeking his wisdom and guidance for all of our life's decisions. I believe that no matter where we are, we can always grow closer to him because that's what he desires. We just need to be sure that we are seeking to do that every way that we can. There's a great old story about two men who were competing for a lumberjack job, and they were given the task of seeing who could fell the most timber in a single 8-hour period. Well, the first man worked very feverishly, stopping very little except for a quick glass of water. And the other man took frequent breaks while he was felling his timber, all within the same time period. However, at the end of the time period, it was the second man who had actually chopped down more wood than the first man. The reason was every time the second man stopped to rest, he sharpened his axe. I believe that when we fall back into God's arms, we will find the rest we need that we can find nowhere else. The rest that will come to us in doing his will. The rest that will help us sharpen our tools to be able to overcome any obstacle or any trial or any difficulty that the enemy might bring our way. I think this Fallback Sunday is a great time for us to remember to fall back and rest on him. I trust you'll join us this Sunday in the building if you can. And if not, we'll be on Zoom for Sunday school and YouTube for our worship service right here on this channel. And so I encourage you to send us an email at newheartnazarene@gmail.com to get a link to either one of those activities. God bless you today. Have a great day. Don't forget to set your clocks back Saturday night. And we'll look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Take care, everybody. We love you.